Hi, cello pals! In the newest installment of Which Hobby Will She Choose Next? I've decided to learn the cello. As a side note, hyperfixations and the need to fixate on something new are quite common in neurodivergent groups, and I've often had people question me on my pick up and drop approach to life. And to be honest, I've questioned it myself numerous times because sometimes I feel like if I just specialized in one thing, then I could get really good at it and be like a master or an expert in it. But it also does mean that I have a plethora of different creative styles and skills that I can bring together. Although while I'm actually in super hyperfixation mode, nothing beyond that one thing will get past my brain filters. But I don't think it's always a bad thing. I think we have different styles, and I'm starting to come to accept mine a bit, and see the good parts of them too. And I've actually got a bee analogy that really helped me to appreciate this way that my brain works. So I'll try and share that in a bit, or in another video if I don't have time. But right now I really want to talk about the cello. So I have wanted to learn the cello for quite a long time, to varying degrees, probably since university, going from oh, I want to look like a serene, beautiful cellist, to maybe I could actually get one and learn, and kind of, yeah, varying between those two extremes. But over the last year, while I was doing my master's degree, which was full-time alongside a just about full-time job, I had zero time, except for rollerblading, which I took up because I decided that being outdoors and doing exercise was integral to managing my busyness. But during that time, the cello balance started to tip more towards actually getting one and learning. I listened to a lot of cello music while studying, because I love the sound so much, and it just made me want it even more. And I definitely spent at least 2 mornings procrastinating by searching up second-hand and electric cellos, and looking at all the options. So yeah, 1 year on, and here we are. I went with an electric cello in the end, as you can see. I could actually get a cheaper second-hand acoustic cello, presumably because it's the kind of thing that takes up a lot of space in the house, especially if you're not really using it. But then I'd also have a giant cello to fit somewhere in my house, which we don't really have space for. Whereas with the electric cello, I keep it on the guitar stand on the wall. You can see just in the top right-hand corner of the video. Sadly, the guitar is temporarily out of its home and relegated to being in the case inside my wardrobe. Sorry, guitar. But it means I can fit the cello in, and it's easily accessible, so I can practice every day, hopefully. All right, here's my first attempt at using the bow. Yeah, so then with wanting to get an electric cello, the choice was fairly easy. This one is from Thomann, which is a company my dad had used multiple times while I was growing up, and he never had any problems with it, which already kind of in my book adds a massive bonus, because buying from new shops or second hand without being able to see it first really stresses me out. I just don't know if you're going to get what what you wanted, whether it's going to be good or whether you can take it back, and just so many things that I just don't know. And I really struggle with that, especially if it's something that's actually expensive. Like if it's like a few pounds or something, it doesn't matter, then it's fine. But like this is like not a few pounds, so yeah. Then out of electric cellos, like this one was quite a bit cheaper than any of the other ones that I could find, factoring in delivery as well. And given that I'd never played the cello before, or like even a cello adjacent instrument, I felt like spending thousands or even like £1,000 was going to be way too much. Yay! I can actually make a sound. So I did have like a slight worry that it was going to sound bad, but all the reviews that I saw sounded really positive, especially for it being like either a really good beginner cello or a great second cello for traveling. So I was like, well, if pros kind of think it's decent for a travel cello, then I figure it'll probably be good for me. And guys, I'm so happy with it. Like the sound is great. My housemate who plays the violin was genuinely like confused when she first heard it, where the sound was coming from, because it sounded so real. Well, like it is real, obviously, but you know what I mean. And I'm sure like a true pro could tell the difference, but I love the sound it makes, both through the amp that we have, and that wasn't an expensive amp, and also through headphones as well. Also, it's red, so that is great. Come on, guys. If you know me, you know that I love red. Admittedly, I probably could have worn different trousers in this video, so you could see the cello better. But yeah, I love the wooden red varnish it has. It looks so good. The delivery was another story, so it's been a kind of long time coming, and I had to get a replacement sent out. But Thoman responded really quickly, and other than a bit of learning to be patient and deal with uncertainty, which I'm going to be talking about in my next Everyday Collections video, no harm was done, and I got my beautiful cello in the end. This is actually another beginner cello book that I got. I actually just got the sample on Kindle so far, but it has like you can press the buttons in it to play the piece that you're learning, so I can actually play along with it, which I thought was really cool. So once I've like finished this and maybe done some of the beginner book I already have, I'll probably get this one as well, and work through that. I think it's really cool. So I hope you've enjoyed part one of my first day of learning cello. I'm really pleased with how it went, and yeah, hopefully I'll kind of give a few updates as time goes on and see how it goes. In part two, I actually also downloaded a PDF of some Christmas songs, but with a cello part for only open strings. So yeah, after this, I give that a go. So if you're interested in some Christmassy practice, go check out video 2. Bye!